Hi, welcome to Dark Goddess Moon Tarot. I'm Olivia, and today's shadow work reading is going to be for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, or any other major Aquarius placements in your chart. If you're not an Aquarius and this video just started automatically playing, that might be for a reason. There might be something in here your higher self, your spirit guides want you to hear. So feel free to let the video play. And for anybody watching, remember that not all readings are going to resonate with everyone. So if anything does not resonate, leave it behind for those that it will resonate for. All right. So this shadow work spread is going to be more about maybe more nuanced. I'm hearing shadows that you may not be aware of, or you might, but many will not. So lesser known shadows. First question, what truth has Aquarius been running from or unable to see, unaware of? What truth has Aquarius been running from? Oh. Okay. There is something that needs to crumble. We have the Tower in reversed. Something needs to crumble, but you're delaying this inevitable change, this inevitable new beginning with the Fool here. You're delaying it. That's something you're running. Well, yeah, you're running from it. This new start, this new belief system, this new part of your journey. Let's get more on that, Spirit. Eight of Swords. A very common shadow that I've experienced for much of my past few years. Self-imprisonment. Not letting the tower fall is a form of self-imprisonment, keeping you stuck in something. Five of Pentacles, stuck in a lack mentality, scarcity mindset, or stuck in being left out, this feeling of being left out in the cold, not belonging anywhere, not fitting in anywhere. Conflict, Five of Wands, conflict in friendships, relationships, with anyone. You know, it could be work, love, family, community. Okay. And then the Four of Swords in reverse. So resisting taking the time to look within at something. So yes, yeah, that answers the question of what truth have you been running from. Now, it's very general. We're going to get deeper as we go into this, but wow. And then Seven of Swords in reverse. So Seven of Swords is often referred to as a card of deception. But for this being a shadow work reading, I'm getting a self-deception, a self-deceptive energy here. Very much Eight of Swords, right? Okay. Yeah. Then we have the Hermit in the reverse, along with the Four of Swords in reverse. So you're running from this need to go within, spend some time alone as the Hermit, to rest, recuperate from all of this conflict and self-imprisonment and feeling left out, feeling loss of some sort. You have to go in and work on the healing. But you're delaying this new beginning. That's your shadow, Aquarius. I love you. I don't want to sound like I think you're not doing the work, because you wouldn't be watching this video if you weren't doing the work. You are, but this is something that's hidden from you. But you have a lantern, Aquarius. Don't worry. We're going to get to this. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Yeah, Eight of Cups, you need to walk away from something. I'm not even getting to the questions. I'm looking over here. I have the questions written down that I want to ask, but it's like, we don't need to, do we? Not yet. Yeah, Eight of Cups in reverse and the Devil reverse. So, Oh, Wounded Warrior, Nine of Wands. You've really been through it, Aquarius. If not just recently, then perhaps your whole life. This is like, you're so close to the end of the journey, my love. You are so close to the end of this, not journey, cycle, sorry. This painful cycle. But you're stuck because you aren't walking away from something. You're not taking the chains off that are binding you. It's this Seven of Swords, self-deception. Eight of Swords, self-imprisonment. Wow. Seven of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles, both in reverse. Yeah, you're stuck from completing this. 555 on the timer, the angel number of change, which is what the Tower is. It's a sudden, massive change. And that is what you are resisting. Okay. Next question. In which ways has Aquarius been self-sabotaging? Other than resisting this change, I guess. In which ways has Aquarius, or maybe we can get more information, but in which ways has Aquarius been, or anyone watching this video, been self-sabotaging? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I mean, that's it. That's it. That is. We've already talked about the self-sabotage with the, So we have the High Priestess and the Seven of Cups in reverse. This is coming out in a lot of the zodiac sign shadow work readings, so I have a feeling this is going to be a part of the collective readings as well. You're stuck. You're self-sabotaging by focusing on all of this external noise of options, but it's noise. You need to embody the High Priestess and go within. Deep down, your higher self knows. It's about learning to trust your intuition. And by not trusting your intuition and having a cloudy head, cloudy heart over all of these external options, they're illusions. They're illusions. And the queen, or I almost said the queen, the High Priestess, she is a queen. You're a queen too, Aquarius. Remember, gender's not a thing. It doesn't have to be about gender or how you identify. It's that energy, that self-empowerment, self-nurturing energy that Spirit wants you to embody, and that intuitive, divine feminine energy. Whether you identify more as a masculine person or non-binary, it doesn't matter, right? It's an energy we all have within us. And Spirit's calling upon you to embody it. You don't need all of this clutter in your mind. It's clouding your heart. You know, deep down you know. Yeah. Cluttering of the mind. Very Eight of Swords. So, just got tingly head. I'm being told to talk about the Two of Cups, which was underneath the High Priestess. So, doesn't mean it has to be about love, but it is about a mutual coming together, a mutual partnership, a mutual balanced connection. Whether this is between two aspects of yourself or with another person, a lover, a job, whatever. it came out sideways, so it's not mutual. It's not mutually beneficial right now. Yeah, we have the Ten of Swords and the World both in reverse. So both of these cards are the end of a cycle, completion of a cycle, and they're in the reverse. Like, this is holding you back. You have to let the Tower moment happen, babe. You have to let the Tower moment happen. You're holding yourself back. That is the self-sabotage. What is the Tower moment? I suppose it will be different for different groups of you, right? You will know what this is about, I'm hearing. It could be a shift in perspective that you need to allow to happen in order to have a new beginning. Coming out of this self-imprisonment, taking the blindfold off, taking the ropes that bind you off, 11:11 on the timer. Yeah, you've been a wounded warrior, and I'm so sorry for that. I relate. I've had a hard life as well. But embodying the High Priestess, you know, your intuition knows that there is something you need to let go of with the Devil here. Something you need. It doesn't have to be a substance. This could be another form of addiction, like addicted to staying stuck in the cycle of thinking about your pain, dwelling on, ruminating on all of the swords that have been placed into your back. But that doesn't do anything, does it? That keeps you bound in chains. It keeps you from completing the cycle. It keeps you in the world reversed. The world upright is a successful ending, a new beginning. And that's what you deserve, Aquarius. You deserve that, my love. Oh, I'm getting emotional. You deserve your Two of Cups. And you're going to get it. I am getting really emotional. You're going to get it. But we gotta work on this. There's gonna be victory underneath the world reverse. We do have Six of Wands victory. There will be victory. You are doing the work. You are going to let the Tower happen. And remember, Tower moment doesn't have to be something catastrophic in terms of like an external event happening. It does not have to be that. That's not what that is here. The Tower, the sudden upheaval and change is going to be you taking the blindfold off, taking the ropes off, the chains off. Coming out of this self-deception about the illusions in your head, about what you've been through. Because the stuff that's happened to you has happened. But you don't need to sit in it with that Eight of Swords. You don't. You don't need to stay in that Five of Pentacles. You know, one of the stories about this, you know, the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the Pamela Coleman Smith illustrations of the Five of Pentacles, is these two people are out in the cold and they're beat up, they're beaten up. They've been through it with the Five of Wands here. 5-5 is also like a sign of change, right? Change is coming. Don't worry. But stick with me. You know, they are in shambles. And they are in the snow. And they could go into this church here. The church would welcome them and let them out of the cold. and give them water and food to eat. But they're not even looking because they're so stuck in their misery. And I've been there, trust me. I get it. I totally get being stuck in your misery, stuck in your loss, stuck in the betrayal I'm hearing. But those people that did those bad things to you, they're only winning by you doing that, by you staying stuck there. And they're not doing that to you anymore. If these are past situations that you're ruminating on, that's self-deception, that's trickery. You have the power to take the chains off, the blindfold off, the ropes that bind you off, and step into this new beginning. And you're going to. You're going to. It takes work. With the 7 of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles being in reverse here. Spirit wants you to look, 7 of Pentacles. Start reassessing and look at the long term. You're going to need to put in some hard work to change the thought patterns, the negative thought spirals. And it's not going to come from escapism. From any form, whether that's a substance or a habit, from scrolling, from ignoring and just zoning out in front of the TV. No, that's not the type of rest you need. Not right now. That's why you're here doing the shadow work. This is confirmation that you're doing the right thing by doing shadow work. And shadow work is going to be a very individualized journey for everyone. These shadow work readings are here to help get you inspired to do your actual shadow work, right? Because a tarot reader can't help illuminate. Well, we can help illuminate your shadows, but we cannot help you heal them. You heal them by integrating them. That is the 8 of Pentacles. Have like a lot of like 2 7s, 2 5s, 2 9s, 2 8s. There's a lot of double numbers here. That might be a message for someone if you're seeing a lot of double numbers. Whew. I don't remember the last question I asked. I want to ask, how can they change the pattern? Or did I already ask that one? I mean, I think that has been answered, though. Waking up and realizing that you have the pattern in the first place. The self-imprisonment pattern of staying stuck in the feeling or even embodiment of loss. You know, if you ruminate on something that you're feeling enough, it will show up in other areas of your life. You're bringing that. Oh no, I'm not gonna say that. You're not bringing the energy in in terms of bad things that have happened to you. I do not believe that, but you are more likely to focus on all of the negatives if you choose to stay stuck thinking about the negatives. And with the 7 of Pentacles, I'm really being told, like, can you look to see if there are any silver linings to these experiences you've had? As terrible as they may have been, look at yourself now. Are you stronger? Have you learned lessons? Have you learned things? Have you planted seeds for what you do want, the type of future you do want? Have you become a better person in any way? I know this is not going to resonate with everyone, so please don't take it if it doesn't resonate. But I know from speaking from personal experience, I've for sure become a better person as a result of the traumatic experiences I've had. I'm able to empathize with others more. I'm able to not judge books by their covers. I'm able to not jump to conclusions about others. Because no matter how great something looks on the outside, we have no idea what someone's internal, 2112 on the timer are mirroring numbers, what someone's internal conflicts have been. We don't know. They may not look wounded on the outside, but they may be terribly, terribly wounded on the inside. And those are just some of the many silver linings I've been able to find from some of my experiences. And I think that that's part of this reassessment with the Seven of Pentacles, is that Spirit wants you to be able to look at the bigger picture for a moment and take what you can from the shitty cards you've been dealt. You know, take what you can. Take what is there to take. You deserve that. You don't deserve to be stuck in the Eight of Swords, Aquarius. And you know that. The High Priestess wouldn't be here. 2222 on the timer. The High Priestess wouldn't be here if you didn't. So, the lesson to learn from this, I will ask Victory, Six of Wands. Oh, okay. We have the Strength and the Lovers in reverse on the bottom of the deck. The Lovers is about a choice. It's a choice. Once again, Two of Cups. It's a choice to come together in union with something that you love. And in this instance, I think it's a metaphor for, it could be you and your higher self, like your current self and your higher self coming together, like making the choice. And that's going to take strength, courage, to come to terms with what you need to do in order to let this tower fall so that you can have your new beginning, so that you can come out of the Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords crap, Five of Pentacles, sadness, loss. You're walking away from that Eight of Cups. You're not ignoring it or shoving it down or escaping from it. No, babe, you're integrating it. You are doing the work to go within and integrating that shadow. Or, no, not shadow, but like integrating those negative experiences that have wounded the hell out of you. Anybody in your position, if you are resonating with this Nine of Wands wounded warrior, anybody in your position would feel the same way you do. Your feelings are valid. And Spirit wants you to know your feelings are valid, for sure, but it's like staying stuck in them is a choice at a certain point. You know, it becomes a loop, a repetitive loop. It's a choice to stay focused on them, I'm hearing. When you continuously ruminate about things that have happened to you in the past, if you aren't already, you definitely deserve to be able to talk to someone about that. You know, a therapist, counselor, a mentor even. But if you've done all that and you're still feeling stuck, that's the shadow. That's the lesson to learn, that Spirit wants you to learn, that you can end this cycle, but it is your choice. You can have the world, my love. And you will. If you're still watching this video, you will. There's no quick fix, though. And you know that. You're the High Priestess. In this reading, you are the High Priestess, my love. In the tarot, you are the star, which is healing, hope, or a newfound hope, restoration, 4 Swords. You've got this, Aquarius. You've got this. Let's pull an oracle card and then some charms. Let's see. Can we get an oracle card for Aquarius, please? Thank you, Spirit. Oracle card for Aquarius. Or anybody watching this video, of course, as always. Thank you. So on the bottom of the oracle deck, we have guided by the inner compass. I don't always look at the bottom, but I was told to look at the bottom, so we're going to read this one as well. And then the card that popped out was taking the first step. Yeah, taking the first step, which you are. I know you are. I feel it. Okay. Let's see. This card came out in one of the other readings I've done today, and I'm sorry, I can't remember. It was either Libra or Gemini. So if you have any Libra or Gemini in your chart as well, you may want to check those readings out. I will link whichever one it was up here. Okay, so taking the first step. This is the Desert Rites Oracle. I don't know if I said that. You can buy it directly from the artist on Etsy. I will link it in this video description. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. There are moments that define us. This is one of them. Are you a dreamer or are you a doer? So this is so appropriate that this card is coming out for the air sign readings because I'm a Libra sun and an Aquarius rising. So I absolutely relate to like being a dreamer and being up in the clouds and then not bringing things into fruition into real life. So I absolutely relate. Dreamers are content to gaze at the horizon, but must take steps to move from where they are toward where they want to be. They are content to build sandcastles in the sky and lament how those sandcastles aren't real. Doers, however, understand that dreaming is only part of the equation. One must take action to move towards the scape of possibilities. Taking the first step is a sacred initiation into a deliberate stride forward. The seeker's gaze is filled with promise and purpose. The path is illuminated by the souls who align with the seeker's vision. Those who ardently believe in the seeker's boundless potential pull and push them towards it. Deeper connections forge as people, places, and experiences that resonate with the soul, igniting a more profound love for both self and their journey. These connections become more than chance encounters. They are celestial orchestrations designed to nourish and guide the seeker to their destiny. Oh, I love that. I love that. It was very Fool energy, taking the first step. And that's the first card in the Major Arcana. Absolutely. And you are, my love, you are. Okay, let's read the next one. Guided by the Inner Compass. I haven't actually had this card come out yet for my self-aware readings yet, so this is exciting. Okay. That is a beautiful card, huh? Okay, there we go. The seeker attunes to the subtle frequencies of intuition. Oh, High Priestess. Making decisions not bound by logic alone, very Aquarius, but by the deep wisdom of spiritual guidance. Feeling the gentle pull of unseen forces, a tether to their divine purpose. Each step taken in alignment is an intimate conversation with the spirit and their higher selves. This is a collaboration where every decision made in resonance materializes a sacred thread used to tether them closer to their divine destiny. The internal lasso of wisdom catches the eye and heart of the seeker, pulling them towards it and it towards them. On the horizon burns the starry constellations of synchronicities and happenings, hithering all those seeking home. I feel like that goes with the previous card as well. I mean, that is just gorgeous. Okay, sorry. Ooh, I'm in that Aquarian energy, baby. Okay, let's get some charms. So charms can act as signs, synchronicities that you've been seeing or that your spirit guides will show you this week or in the coming weeks. They can also bring in additional messages or just act as confirmation. Let's see what we get. Charms for Aquarius. Thank you so much, Spirit. ASMR. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I squealed in one of the other air sign readings too. I am just like really in tune with other air signs. Like I just love y'all because I have so much air in my chart. So I relate. Okay, so you know how we had the Hermit card? My only, I think, hermity type charm is a lantern, and it came out. So this is Spirit really saying, yeah, y'all, please go within. You have a lantern for you have an internal light within you. And Aquarians, you're the star in the tarot. And there's a star in this lantern in this particular tarot deck. The Hermit's lantern has a star within it. That's that internal light. That's you. Go within, Spirit says. I just heard some of you might really benefit from a free resource on YouTube is to watch some 3434 on the timer. If anyone needed to know that angel number, 3434. Shamanic drumming. Meditation music might be really helpful because it's not meditation. Shamanic journeying is its own thing. And I recommend that someone that's going to be helpful for more so than like guided meditation videos. Thank you, Spirit. We have the tiger. I have different animals in here, and the tiger has been coming out. It came out in the earth sign readings. I can't remember which one, but I will look it up. I think it came out in 2 different earth sign readings. So I'll put them here, wherever. And if you want to check those out. But tiger spirit might be it might be one of your spirit guides. Or it might be an energy that you can learn from. 35 on the timer. So that's for someone. We have the infinity symbol. And let's see. We have a pair of scissors. So with the scissors coming out, it's definitely much like cutting cords, cutting the ropes that have been binding you, cutting the blindfold off. So yeah, confirmation. You may want to do a cord cutting ritual if you're a witch, if you practice. You might want to just do a visualization, a cord cutting visualization. There are also Reiki energy healing videos you can watch on YouTube where they do cord cutting, and they'll use actual scissors, like ASMR, so you can like hear the cords being cut, the energetic cords. That might be really helpful. I love Reiki ASMR videos. I will link my favorite Reiki practitioner, Jillian. Her channel is called the Lune Innate. I will find a cord cutting video and I will put it in this description. For someone's gonna benefit from that for sure. And if you also have any favorite cord cutting ritual videos you can put in the comments, please feel free to share. There are no gatekeepers here. We're here to heal, right? And when we heal ourselves, we heal those around us. And when we heal those around us, they heal those around them. And it just continues and continues. And that's how we're going to make positive change in this world. All right. And then the last charm, we have a broken vessel. So you may feel, it's very wounded warrior energy, very 9 of Wands energy. Like you may feel broken, but babe, you're not. You're not. You are still a beautiful work of art. You're a beautiful work of art, Aquarius. I hope that this was helpful. If so, please do like the video so that I know that the energy I'm putting into these readings is benefiting people. That would really mean the world to me if you could like the video. And please subscribe so that we can continue this journey together of healing. And until the next time, I am sending you so much love. Bye.